purpose of the site may elude us, Schmidt's reflections invite us to consider the profound connection between life and the afterlife, and the respect these hunter-gatherer societies may have nourished for their deceased ancestors. The magnificent T-shaped pillars. Now let's talk about the stars of the show, the fascinating T-shaped columns that dominate Göbekli Tepe. These mysterious structures measure from 3 to 6 meters in height, and most likely represent stylized human figures. But one of them stands out from the rest, a three-dimensional lion bas-relief. This representation really stimulates our imagination. Why? Because it suggests the possibility that lions roamed Anatolia during the Neolithic period. These standing stones are arranged in circles and placed in rectangular pits. Each circle has a similar configuration, 2 large T-shaped pillars in the center surrounded by slightly smaller pillars oriented inward. Talk about an elegant arrangement. These imposing pillars reach 5 meters and weigh between 7 and 10 tons. Some of them are simple and clean, while others are true works of art with intricate carvings. Foxes, scorpions, and vultures come to life, crawling and twisting on the sides of the pillars. But it's not just animals that are depicted on these stones. Some pillars bear abstract shapes representing humans and even small carvings depicting clothing. Some of them even have belts. Finally, there's one pillar that stands out from the others like a true rock star. This very ancient stone pillar suggests that a comet crashed to Earth. This occurred during a cold period that lasted about a millennium. Previous studies examining ice cores from Greenland had already mentioned this comet theory, but now the carvings at Göbekli Tepe confirm it. The carvings on these pillars are like a historical comic strip. They even show a headless human figure. Researchers processed these images by computer and discovered their connection to constellations, indicating this temple could have been an ancient observatory. It's as if our ancestors were trying to document this cataclysmic event in their own unique way. Archaeologists have been digging and analyzing Göbekli Tepe since the mid-1990s, revealing layer after layer of history and providing us with a deeper understanding of the complex relationships that governed early societies. And they have no intention of stopping for the next 150 years. Who knows what we'll find next? You see, Göbekli Tepe has only been considered a ritual site with no signs of domestic activity. We were led to believe that the absence of water meant it could not support semi-sedentary communities. But researchers think it's time to shake things up and approach Göbekli Tepe with a fresh look. It might be beneficial to question what we previously believed and use new evidence and different ways of thinking. There could have been groups of people living in this region who didn't stay in the same place all the time. They moved around a bit, but still had their own culture, living in their region semi-sedentarily. Göbekli Tepe is not just the location of a single temple, but also an incredible collection of more than 20 ancient structures. As archaeologists probe the depths of this wonder, they understand its unique layout with 2 prominent focal points at the heart of each foundation, complemented by smaller structures and partition walls. What's even crazier is that there are also more than 200 obelisks in the vicinity. Fellow explorers, what we've uncovered today is absolutely extraordinary. From the mysterious stone circles of Göbekli Tepe to the medical marvels of ancient Egypt, we've witnessed how our ancestors were far more advanced than we ever imagined. Göbekli Tepe teaches us that civilization didn't begin with farming. It began with faith, with community, with the human desire to create something greater than ourselves. And the royal physician Teti-en-Befou reminds us that ancient healers were practicing sophisticated medicine while most of the world was still living in darkness. Join our archaeological journey. What do you think about these incredible discoveries? Do you believe there's more hidden beneath the sands of Göbekli Tepe? Could ancient Egyptian doctors have known secrets we're still rediscovering today? Share your theories in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to Secrets of the Ancients and hit that notification bell. In our next episode, we'll be traveling to another lost civilization. Greetings, fellow time travelers. Welcome back to Secrets of the Ancients, where we uncover the hidden mysteries of lost civilizations and dive deep into the secrets that shaped our world. I'm your archaeological guide, ready to take you on another mind-bending journey through the Corsair fun. Kar Berserbein are dank stars. Avverkerburen. Tom Mindtrain. Trains. Today's discoveries will challenge everything you thought you knew about ancient history. We're about to explore a site so ancient, so enigmatic, that it literally forced historians to rewrite the textbooks. and later we'll unlock the secrets of a royal physician whose tomb reveals medical practices that would amaze even modern doctors. Before we unveil these incredible secrets, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss the ancient mysteries we're about to reveal. The discovery that shattered everything we knew. Have you ever heard of Göbekli Tepe? This ancient site in Turkey has literally rewritten human history. Over 11,000 years ago, yes, you heard that right, 11,000 years ago, a group of prehistoric humans created this enigmatic masterpiece that predates even Stonehenge. But here's what will blow your mind. Before its discovery, archaeologists were absolutely convinced that prehistoric people didn't know how to build monumental structures. They believed sedentary life only emerged with the need for agriculture, but Göbekli Tepe completely shattered this belief. The revolutionary discovery. This incredible site revealed something shocking. It was the temple that paved the way for sedentary life, not agricultural lifestyle. Until this discovery, researchers thought agriculture was the catalyst for settled communities. But fellow explorers, we were wrong all along. Meet Professor Schmidt, the man whose discoveries turned this theory upside down. He managed to prove that hunter-gatherer communities had laid the very first foundations of this way of life. Picture this. They were building massive ceremonial centers before they even started farming. The missed opportunity of the 1960s. Now here's something that will make you shake your head in disbelief. Back in the 1960s, other archaeologists visited the region, but they completely missed the mark. While surveying the area, they stumbled upon a hill where limestone slabs were scattered about and concluded it was simply an ancient cemetery dating from the Middle Ages. They were so far from suspecting what was truly hidden beneath. In 1994, Schmidt launched his own investigation into the region's prehistoric sites, and, surprise, he immediately realized he had discovered something extraordinarily unique. Unlike the flat, sterile neighboring plateaus, Göbekli Tepe presented a gently rounded summit rising 15 meters above the surrounding landscape. Rather comically, the translation of this place's name is Potbelly Hill. Schmidt was certain that only humans could have created something like this. Those broken limestone pieces that were mistaken for tombstones turned out to be far more exciting. It was like stumbling upon a hidden treasure. The fragments took on a whole new meaning, and Schmidt with his team prepared to dive into the secrets hidden beneath the surface. To their great surprise, they found no trace of habitation, no hearths for cooking, no houses, and none of those adorable clay figurines commonly found at neighboring sites of the same age. However, they discovered that these ancient peoples were already employing tools like stone hammers. Schmidt and his team put their heads together and made a bold estimate of the age of Göbekli Tepe's. Diensters, Steisten Beisten, Teton structures. Their estimation was confirmed by carbon dating performed on site. The ancient appearance of this place was finally starting to make sense. It was like a puzzle slowly coming together. You might think that people at that time didn't have tools dedicated to creating something as impressive as Göbekli Tepe. Wrong. It turns out these prehistoric humans used flint tools instead of sophisticated metal chisels. They were also skilled at carving the softer limestone and creating pillars on site. Then, they hauled the pillars over a short distance to the summit and placed them vertically. Once the stone rings were completed, they covered them with layers of earth. Over time, new rings were added, and voila! This gives us a stunning hill to impress people in the future. The hunter-gatherer evidence. During their first year of excavation, the team found nearly 15,000 bone fragments from wild creatures. The indigenous people had no domestic animals and did not cultivate their own food. They hunted wild beasts for their meals. But things were about to change because the area presented everything they needed to start engaging in agriculture. Scientists confirmed they had wild grains and wild sheep that could have been domesticated. And guess what? Just 32 kilometers away, in a prehistoric village, geneticists found traces of the world's oldest strains of domesticated wheat. The paradigm shift. These sensational discoveries completely changed our vision of civilization. In the past, experts thought people had to first learn to farm, then settle in one place before they could build temples and develop complex societies. But guess what? Schmidt's research overturns this notion. He argues that the incredible effort devoted to building these amazing structures actually prepared the ground for the development of advanced societies. This means these societal and cultural changes occurred before agriculture. Mind-blowing, right? Schmidt maintains this fascinating hypothesis about Göbekli Tepe. He thinks it could have been a special burial place where people left their loved ones. And here's the most beautiful part. The funeral site was adorned with elegant statues and symbols representing deities of the other world. The idea that Göbekli Tepe could have served as a sacred site adds another layer of complexity to our story. While the true purpose of the site may elude us, Schmidt's reflections invite us to consider the profound connection between life and the afterlife, and the respect these hunter-gatherer societies may have nourished for their deceased ancestors. The magnificent T-shaped pillars. Now let's talk about the stars of the show, the fascinating T-shaped columns that dominate Göbekli Tepe. These mysterious structures measure from 3 to 6 meters in height and most likely represent stylized human figures. But one of them stands out from the rest, a three-dimensional lion bas-relief. This representation really stimulates our imagination. Why? Because it suggests the possibility that lions roamed Anatolia during the Neolithic period. These standing stones are arranged in circles and placed in rectangular pits. Each circle has a similar configuration, 2 large T-shaped pillars in the center surrounded by slightly smaller pillars oriented inward. Talk about an elegant arrangement. These imposing pillars reach 5 meters